Hello everyone and welcome to Metro TV. I am your host Andy Hoig, CEO, publisher of Metro Magazine. We have a really great show for you today. We'll be talking to the Girl Scouts Spirit of Nebraska, Omaha Community Playhouse about their upcoming season, and the Omaha Public Schools Foundation, VIN Nebraska. Don't go away, we will be right back. I am here with Wendy Hamilton from Girl Scouts Spirit of Nebraska. Wendy is the Chief Development Officer. Wendy, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so we've got the big art venture coming up.
Yep.
I love this event. And how many years is this event?
So this is our Sweet 16. So
is it really?
16th anniversary, yep.
Wow, I mean, I've been doing this for 30 years, so I feel like I actually remember when this whole thing started, because it's grown considerably over the years.
It started with about 30 Girl Scout participants and just a handful of area professional artists, and we're now up to almost 800 Girl Scouts in the Omaha area. With about 50 participating artists who work with the girls, 80 overall artists that participate in the show. So yeah, it's really grown. It's something that I think has become sort of a beloved event for a lot of people. It's different. It's a different kind of event. It ends early enough that you can still go out and do something else if you want, or if you're like me and you don't mind an event that ends early, and you can go home and relax and still feel like you were part of something. So.
Yeah, because the thing, I mean, like years ago, I mean, did it start at Hot Shops?
It did.
Okay, yep. So that's what I remember. But also I remember back then when we were doing some different articles, it's just, I love how it just brings in the girls and brings them also connecting to culture and art and all that good stuff. And these artists, it's so unique.
Yeah, we are pretty proud of the mission component of the event. So it's actually both a program and a fundraiser. Yeah. So the first part is about 3 months of small groups of Girl Scouts being matched with professional artists. Yeah. And they work together to create collaborative artwork. Yeah. And then the second part is the big fundraising event. And so the girls are learning a new skill, a new trade. They get career exploration by seeing how an artist actually does their job. They learn about philanthropy because they know that their artwork is going to go into the fundraiser that will benefit, come back to benefit other girls. They learn, of course, teamwork and creative problem solving and all those buzzwords that I love to tell people. But they also learn fun and friendship and the freedom of expressing themselves through hopefully some type of art that or art media that they haven't maybe had a chance to do before.
So what are some of the programs that this event raises funds for?
Yeah, so Art Venture fundraises for all of our council-sponsored programs across the state. So this is different from if you have a troupe or a special camping event. These are the programs that our council hosts. Okay. So we have programs, we have 4 major priority areas, which are STEM, life skills, entrepreneurship, and then outdoor experiences. So when our council hosts those events, these are the kinds of funds that help support those. Okay.
So let's talk a little bit, because people, they can bid on the artwork. I mean, people take artworok home from this event.
Hopefully.
So
all of it. Yeah. Bid high and bid often.
Yeah. Can they do that before, or do you actually have to be at the event?
Very good question. So we do have a preview party that is open for our sponsors and our VIPs, and that opens at 6 o'clock. So even if you can't be there in person, if you're part of the VIP, you can get the link to start bidding, be a remote bidder. Okay. Otherwise, everything opens at 7 o'clock, and that's when the main event opens, and those folks who can't be there in person can sign up to be a remote bidder, and they'll get a text message to their phone, and it tells them just click here and you can start bidding. You don't have to create a username. There's no cost to be a remote bidder. Going on the online has really allowed us to expand the reach of the event, which is great because, like we said, there's only so many Saturdays in Omaha, and there's always going to be other things going on, which is great. But this gives people a chance to still feel like they're part of it.
So how many different actual pieces of art will be there?
Our sweet spot is about 200, like between 150 and 200, and about half of those are the collaborations made by girls and artists, and the other half is artwork contributed by some of Omaha's most beloved and celebrated artists.
Okay.
So we've got the highest of the high, professional,
Right.
high caliber artwork, and we've got price points of every level. We've got media of every kind. We've been so embraced by the artist community, which is just wonderful.
Yeah. What do you have to do to be a patron?
For the preview party?
Yeah, for the preview.
Well, I know you, so you're no. So it either comes with a sponsorship of $500 and above, or we do have single tickets available for the preview party. That's $125 per person. The main event, however, prices are totally a steal. It's $40 a person, or you can do 2 for $60. We call it a doubles discount.
Yeah.
And for that $40, or if you do the 2 for $60, you get the most amazing hors d'oeuvres by Catering Creations.
Yeah, love them.
You get a host bar of beer, wine, and soda, and plus the opportunity to just be part of this really unique special event.
Yeah, and it's fun. So it's at Mammal Hall?
Right.
Okay.
Back at Mammal.
On the UNO campus. And again, it's a great fun evening, and it's come and go too. So preview starts at 6.
Main
General
event starts at 7.
At 7, and
everything's done by 10.
Yeah.
And hopefully we've sold all the artwork, and we have very little cleanup to do. And, folks, if there is anything that is unsold, we also have a last chance art sale, and so people can sign up to be a part of that.
Okay, because I was going to ask you that.
Yeah.
So I did not know that.
Yeah.
But you can actually walk out of there with a piece of art in your hand.
And we actually hope that people do. If they've been on artwork and they've won it, we kind of want them to take it home. We joke that our side gig is that we're art movers, but we really don't want to be art movers. We really want you to go ahead and take it with you.
Yeah. So 28th, Mammal Hall. Where can people buy tickets?
So the easiest way is to go to the Girl Scout website, and then I believe all the information is available.
There. Yeah.
So you would go to the Give page, and then that has a link right to the registration where you can either buy tickets or sign up as a remote bidder. You can also donate if you're not able to attend and want to support the event.
Yeah. And if we can't attend and we just want to support Girl Scouts in general, again, go to the website because there's so many different ways to get involved.
Exactly. You can go to the website and just give a donation there through the Give page. You can also, like I said, if you're signing up to be a remote bidder, there is one more ask that says, would you like to donate? I mean, obviously, we're going to ask if you'd like to donate. And we are a nonprofit, and we are so grateful for everybody who supports us. So.
I was a Girl Scout. When I was a girl. And this is a little bit off the cuff, and we've got about a minute left, but how has Girl Scouts changed over the years? And that might be like a 20-minute conversation.
I love this question. Yeah. The quick bullet point answer to that is we were founded in 1912, and the reason that we are still around is because we grow and adapt as the girls grow. And we stay relevant to what they're interested in, because one of our core values is that our programming is girl-led. I can sit here all day and tell you what I think girls are interested in and what I think is cool, but if we do not ask the girls and ask them to be an active part of that, we're doing them a disservice. So
I love that.
That's the biggest way I think that we've changed, and all of our, of course, going digital, and the way we do volunteer training, and the way we do cookie distribution, and I mean, all of everything's, we are growing and adapting with our clients, with our girls and volunteers.
At what age can you become a Girl Scout?
At 5, kindergarten age or 5, and that's a Daisy Girl Scout, and they go all the way through 12th grade. In high school, a lot of people don't realize that we have a really vibrant high school Girl Scout community. Wonderful leadership programs, scholarship opportunities, job shadow experiences, and it's pretty great. I sort of love my job, so.
Yeah. And you wear it very well.
I'm very Girl Scouty.
You wear it well. All right, so last time website is?
girlscoutsnebraska.org. Girl Scouts, plural, Nebraska, all spelled out, girlscoutsnebraska.org.
Okay, Wendy, thank you so much for joining me.
My pleasure.
And I look forward to seeing you at Art Venture on the 20th of March.
I know you'll be there. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you, and we will be right back. Well, I am here with Roxanne Nielsen. She's with the Omaha Public Schools Foundation. We're talking about a really fun event coming up. So, Roxanne, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
So, VIN Nebraska 2020.
Yes.
Which is an event that's been an event that's happened for like quite a few
30 years.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
30 years?
30 years. Yeah.
Okay, wow. Because
Yeah.
we celebrate, Metro Magazine celebrates 30 years this year. So it's been going on for as long as I've been doing
Yeah, there you go.
the magazine. But you've been involved with it for.
So this is our second year. So
Okay.
they choose a different recipient, nonprofit recipient, every 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
The foundation got to be the recipient last year, and we are doing it again this year. So we're very grateful for that.
This is a really fun event.
Yes.
Is it still a 2-dayer?
It's a 2-dayer. The Friday event is kind of private, small. Yeah. Then the Saturday event, that's the big fun party.
Yes.
So Saturday the 28th, yeah.
Well, then let's talk about the
Okay.
big fun event party, because I've been to that many times.
Good.
But it's a wine tasting
It is
event.
a wine tasting event. So we have 19 vintners
Okay.
from all over the country that will be there, sampling out their wines, different varietals. So if you had a question about a particular, cab or Pinot Noir or whatever from a particular region, likely it's going to be there. And you can talk to the vintner about it. You can talk about, where it comes from, the year, the whole thing, and taste it and actually see what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's great because I love this event. You can be the wine connoisseur and just love it.
Yes.
And you can be somebody who, like me, and when I first started going to it, didn't really know a lot about wines.
Right.
Kind of know what I like.
Yeah.
But it's really interesting to find out why you like things or
Yes.
what's like the flavor behind
Right.
the wine and the history too.
Yeah. And to talk to the vintners, like you just don't get to do that normally. So that's very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's food and
There's foods. There's like heavy appetizers
Yeah.
and a buffet kind of style. So it's pretty casual. It's all about meeting the vintners, tasting the wines.
Yeah.
Ordering wine if you want to. We of course have some silent auction items and some live auction items. So that's fun too. But yeah, it's all about kind of learning about wine and talking to those vintners.
And it's a great, it's a perfect event for doing that. So it's at Ramada Plaza.
Yes.
Which is 72nd and Grover.
Yes.
And it's March 28th, which is a Saturday. Before we get into the whole ticket, how people attend, let's just talk about Omaha Public Schools Foundation.
Okay.
And what do you do? I mean, what is...
Oh gosh, that's a really loaded question.
okay.
We do a lot of things. So our purpose is to support OPS, students, teachers, families, classrooms. So we provide classroom grants, we do scholarships, we have donor-directed funds for you name it. We can help match up a donor with a project. And all of our donors, none of that money do we take for administrative fees. It all goes back into whatever project or school. We do a lot of capital campaigns. You name it. We provide buses for field trips. We provide the money for field trips. If a family is struggling and can't pay their OPPD bill, we'll help with that from time to time. So we just want to make sure that students have all the opportunities, that the playing field is leveled for everybody, that students can excel without any, outside negative influences that sort of bar them.
Yeah, because the foundation, it is different than the school system.
Yes.
You're supporting.
Right.
And I just want to make that clear because a lot of
Yes.
times people maybe think that it's the same thing, but a foundation.
No. We are a 501c3, so people can donate to us, and then we can use that money to help in the schools.
Yeah.
So, it's a different organization.
And why would people, again, you spoke to this, but I just want to ask it again. So people would call you if they're within the OPS system,
Right.
if they need help with what again?
If they need help with busing, if they're a classroom teacher and they want to go on a field trip and they need buses, we can help with that. We can help with the fees associated with the field trip. We do a lot with the Rose. We do a lot with Fontenelle Forest, with Jocelyn Art Museum. So in addition to things like STEM programming. So, and then, like I said, we have our classroom grants too. So classroom teachers can apply for a grant for a particular project or piece of equipment or something that they need or would like to have or would help their job be better. We can help with that too.
And one of the things that, going back to the event a little bit, is that this does raise funds and it helps the foundation be able to do all those.
That's exactly
all
right.
those things.
That's exactly right. So we can give more money to scholarships. We can give more money to those classroom teachers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. So let's just say perhaps somebody can't come to this event.
Yeah.
Because they're out of town.
Yeah.
Or they're busy. Can people go to your website? Can you find
Absolutely.
additional information about how to support?
Absolutely. Just go to omahapublicschoolsfoundation.org.
Okay.
There's donate areas, and there's all kinds of different drop-down lists of things you can donate to. If you don't find something there that you're really passionate about, give me a call and I'll work it out with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Again, the event's on the 28th of March at the Ramada Plaza. We talked about this event literally has been going on for like 30 years, and Vin, Nebraska does pick a charitable organization to support.
Right.
And so this is the second year they've
Right.
selected Omaha Public Schools Foundation.
That's right.
And then people can buy tickets. How can we buy tickets?
You can go to our website, and there's a link there. You can buy tickets right through there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again,
opsfoundation.org.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can't just say that enough.
Right.
So it just sticks in people's heads.
Or you can go to Vin, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Too. And they have a website that'll direct you to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, again, honestly, this is one of my favorite events, and it's just like you said, a great way.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's fun. You get to see a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's it's kind of low key and cash, but
Yeah.
still, special.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Roxanne, thank you so much for
Thank
joining me
you.
today.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. And we will be right back. I am here with Kimberly Faith Hickman. She is the Artistic Director for the Omaha Community Playhouse. Kimberly, thank you for joining me again.
Thanks for having me
I think
back.
it was almost maybe a year ago.
About a year ago.
That we
Yeah.
had this conversation. So Omaha Community Playhouse, this is their 96th season.
96.
Which is just amazing because is this one of the oldest playhouses in the...
It is. There's not many theaters that have this kind of longevity.
Yeah.
So it's really exciting to be a part of.
Yeah, and the fact that, that it's been able to sustain itself, and the Omaha community definitely is passionate about this organization and what it brings to the community.
They are. I think it's really wonderful that we have such community support. It's really important to us that we do theater for the community and by the community. And so it's really such a wonderful communal gathering place for people to celebrate each other and stories that represent them and stories that resonate with them, but having it told by people that live in their town. The local talent here is so rich, and so it's wonderful to be a part of.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to ask you one quick question before we get into the new season.
Sure.
What are we closing with? What are we closing with on
this
season?
We close with the color purple.
Okay.
Yeah, which I'm really excited about. Denise Chapman, who is a director at the Union Center in North Omaha, and then Kathy Tyree are co-directing that production together. So we're really excited about it, but that closes out our season in a really powerful way.
And that kicks off like in May?
That opens at the end of May.
At the end
so
of
it
May.
runs through all of June.
Okay, so just want to make sure that we touch upon that.
Absolutely.
But again, just announced your season last week. So let's talk about, the season and kind of opening, and then I'm going to ask you what you're most excited about. But
Sure.
but what are you opening with this year?
Well, we're opening, we have two theaters, the Howard Drew, which is a smaller space. That season is opening with a play called Clybourne Park, which is a Pulitzer Prize winner and a Tony Award winner. And it's a show that's really near and dear to my heart. I actually assistant directed the original Broadway production back in 2011. So it's really exciting that we're going to be doing this play, and I'll be directing it here and get to revisit that story. I'm really excited And it's also it's a unique play in that it's sort of a prequel and a sequel to A Raisin in the Sun, which we did in the current season.
Okay.
So it's for people that saw A Raisin in the Sun, we hope you'll come back so you can see the rest of the story that happens to those characters in Clybourne Park. And then on our main stage, we're opening with Kinky Boots. Which
Oh my gosh, how much fun.
Yeah, we're so excited about it. It's going to be so beautiful. I mean, the music's fantastic, but the costumes and the designs, and we're really excited to start off the season with some really powerful productions.
And when does that kick off? Is that August or September when that kicks?
So the Drew season opens in mid-August,
Okay.
and then the main stage season opens towards the end of September.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then also, I mean, A Christmas Carol is that kind of anchor, that traditional
holiday show.
Yeah, that you're having. And I know how many different performances do you have throughout the year?
So we do anywhere from about 9 to 12.
Okay.
That includes like our special events. So we have special events with Ravon Productions, which is Billy McGuigan's company.
Yep.
That do Yesterday and Today and his pop rock orchestra. We're also doing a community collaboration with a group called the Candy Project, which is a theater company that used to operate out of the Pizza Shop in Benson.
Yeah.
And so they did a production there a few years ago called Gutenberg the Musical, which is a two-man show, and they're reviving that production, and we're presenting it at our theater towards the end of February. So yeah, anywhere from our regular 9-season productions, and then we do community collaborations as well.
So let's just, what are a few kind of shout outs that you want to talk about?
I'm really excited that we're doing In the Heights.
Okay.
That's a really obviously fabulous musical that Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote prior to Hamilton. But we're really excited to be doing that. A musical called The Scottsboro Boys, which is based on a true story. That was the last musical collaboration that the composers who wrote musicals like Chicago and Cabaret, they wrote this last show together before one of them passed away, and we're one of the first theaters to get to do it post Broadway and tour. So we're really excited about that. I'm also excited we're doing Murder on the Orient Express this year, which for our design team, I know is going to put together some really cool elements for that. You know, we've not built an entire train on stage before. So we're really looking forward to all of those opportunities and challenges that those productions have to offer, but also the creativity. And then we're closing next season, which I'm really excited about, with Willy Wonka. So it follows the film that everyone knows, but I'm excited for us to find more additional family programming and opportunities to cast, you know, all of our local kids. So it's going to be really fun.
Yeah. And what are you know, you talked a little bit about some of the family-friendly shows, and you know, there's also this educational piece that the Playhouse has that supports education, and kids can come do classes, or can you talk a little bit to that?
Yeah, so our Henry Fonda Theater Academy is our educational wing, and youth and adults can also take classes there. And it's a really great opportunity for us to instill theater values and apply them just to life in general, because you know, most people living here have decided they're not going on to Broadway, right? You know, they made that decision, but they still love theater and want to participate. And so it's a way for us to apply theater principles to life. And our mission is life skills through stage skills. And a lot of our students, children and adults, have gone on to be in our productions. And so it's a really awesome way for us to get this, the people invested in a different way.
Yeah, and I know also, for the performance piece of it, people can sign up for subscriptions, people can, I mean, I think you encourage that.
Absolutely. Season tickets are always the best value for your dollar, but we'll also have a variety of season packages that you can choose, and really we're very flexible in that way, which I think is important to people and their schedules in the world we live in right now. But I really recommend for people to get those season tickets so they can get all the savings and all the perks that come with it. And also, I'll say this season we really focused on finding material that offered a sense of hope for people as they walk out of the theater. And you know, I think we live in a kind of a complex time, and so finding material for people to escape and then walk out the door with a sense of hope and resiliency was really important to us, and I think we really nailed that with all the productions we picked for this year.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. How can people find out more and buy tickets?
Our website is certainly the easiest way to go,
Okay.
omahaplayhouse.com. That will have all the information there. You can visit our box office in person, certainly, and you can also call us, and a very helpful box office staff or volunteer will be at the phone for you.
Yeah. Well, Kimberly, thank you so much. And again, an exciting season coming up. And just so grateful for the performing arts in our community. I just think it's extraordinary. So thanks.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. And we will be right back. Well, thank you for joining me today. You can learn more about Metro Magazine at spiritofomaha.com. Remember that our annual giving guide is now out. Also look for distribution points on spiritofomaha.com. And be sure to like us on Facebook, Metro Magazine, all one word. Lots of great information going out there. So looking forward to seeing you back here next week.